Look at Nucor go. Back when the steelmaker pre-announced its results in December, Wall Street saw it as disappointment. But when Nucor reported last night, they reported a huge top-end bottom-line beat, much better than expected, and that is why the stock shot up nearly 4% today. Now, over the last year, Nucor has come down close to 30% thanks to falling steel prices. But with the new administration vowing to protect domestic steelmakers from foreign competition, I think this stock's become a lot more attractive. Let's take a closer look with speak to Leon Topalian. He's the chairman, president, and CEO of Nucor. Learn more about what's going on. Mr. Topalian, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you, Jim. Look forward to talking today.
Okay, so Leon, I've seen the actually precipitous decline in steel pricing, but I have not seen a concomitant decrease in activity in our country, which leads me to believe that there is some manipulation and there is some dumping, particularly by a country that has way too much steel, which is China. But we're not seeing it through China. We may be seeing it through our trading partners. Do you think the president can stop it?
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. We saw him stop it in, his first administration. I think we'll see it again. And again, what you're going to see, Jim, in the coming days, weeks, and months is a very pro-America trade policies and enforcements. We saw the memo last Monday on tariffs and what they're going to do, and I think they're going to be far-reaching, and I think they're going to be very broad to, again, stop the illegal dumping, the manipulation, currency manipulation, and subsidization of steels coming into the shores of the U.S.
Can you please explain to people what transshipment is, that it's entirely possible that a country like China uses middlemen in Canada and Mexico to smuggle their steel in here, basically, because that's what it is. They're smuggling it.
Well, when you think about the U.S. consumption at about 100 million tons, about 100 million tons is leaving the shores of China looking for a home. And the greatest home and the greatest economic home in the world is the United States. So whether it's Vietnam, Canada, Mexico, it's got to stop. Canadian and Mexican imports account for almost 40% of the entire import picture in the U.S. So the trade agreements that were brought under USMCA have got to go back. We've got to reinstate 232 and, again, create a fair and level playing field. And, again, today that is not the case.
Now, let's make it clear. You are not saying that Nucor should have unfettered access. You're fine with these companies and countries. If they want to open steel mills in this country, you're more than fine. You're not against that.
Look, we'll compete against anybody in the world. We've said that for years and years and decades. And so, again, our cost structure, our team, I would stack up against anybody. Jim, it's exactly what you described. It's the illegal dumping, the subsidization of steels, and the currency manipulation that creates a very unbalanced and unlevel playing field that has hurt the steel industry for decades.
Now, at the same time, you have been spending big capital improvements, and you're moving to a lot of different end markets. One of them is, let's say, steel that might go into data centers. Now, suddenly we are concerned that there'll be fewer data centers built. Is this something that's been on your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a mega trend for us as we continue to grow. As you know, we acquired Southwest Data Products company last year. And again, we look for the racking and the warehouse systems that we've got within Nucor to continue to fuel that. But look, I've watched over the last 30 hours in the news cycle with what's happening in that. At the end of the day, that growth over the next 5, 8, 10 years is going to be continue to grow. If we think about the energy space and grid hardening and bringing the power to power the data centers, as well as all the other manufacturing growth that's going to be spurred under the economic policies of deregulation, lower interest rates, corporate tax rates, I think it's all fuel. And Nucor sits at the epicenter of all of that, Jim, to not only build the infrastructure for it, but supply the parts, pieces, and components into all of those streams.
All right. Now, one of the things that I also saw, I had been concerned about your warehouse business, the doors business, because that had slowed down. But I don't know if you caught it, Prologis, which is the biggest, actually called a bottom in warehouse just last week. And are you starting to see a similar thing, a bottoming of that business?
Yeah, not only the bottom, Jim, but you have to remember as well that it's the reason we acquired that is to prevent some of the cyclicality that we see in steel. So while it's off in terms of what we see in the steel typical sine waves, it is much, much slower. So their growth and their continued earnings is really strong. And again, we forecast that to be even stronger in 2025.
Now, I know that you are big fans of your stock. I am too, obviously. You did repurchase a great deal of stock at $168. Do you just keep buying? What do you think is the right thing to do?
Look, I think at the end of the day, Jim, we are on about 2/3 of the way through a $16 billion growth campaign in both organic and M&A activity. And what we've always done is we don't have a great home for that. We're going to return it to our shareholders. As over the last 5 years as CEO, we've returned $12.5 billion, or 60% of our net earnings, back to our shareholders. As you know, our shareholders know, and those that are active in terms of thinking about the dividend king that Nucor's been for 50 plus years now.
All right, now, how about what can happen here with Cleveland-Cliffs as potential partner for U.S. Steel? I happen to enjoy Cleveland-Cliffs. I think they do a good job. The stock's been hurt just like yours, though, by Chinese, maybe even worse by Chinese dumping. Worth it to be able to pick up something if you can from them?
Yeah, Jim, we're the largest steel company in North America. So, of course, we took a look a year and a half ago, and we'll continue to look and see if those assets come back. But, part of the reason we didn't move forward is valuation. We're not going to overpay for assets. We're going to be really disciplined with our growth. And there's been an awful lot of talk and chaos around the noise of the acquisition with Nippon and U.S. The nostalgia that U.S. Steel is thought about is from 40 or 50 years ago. It is a shell of itself, and it's not because of the hardworking men and women in their plants. It's because leadership didn't recognize the changes that were coming, the technological innovation, the competitors like Nucor that were going to emerge as the nation's largest, safest, most productive, and sustainable steelmaker. And so if you look at our net earnings, it would take the next 3 competitors combined to get anywhere close to what Nucor has done.
Well, I mean, that is incredible. And what I really like is you keep putting up plants in places that might otherwise not have any economic activity. I think it's important for people to recognize that Nucor is much more forceful and important when it comes to growing communities that have been hurt than the U.S. government.
Oh, absolutely. You think about, again, all of our plants from Hertford County, North Carolina, Mississippi County in Arkansas, and again, across this incredible nation. We have incredible, hardworking men and women that make up this incredible family. And Jim, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you, 2024 was the safest year in our history. And if you think about every result, every KPI we talk about, it is because of the men and women who make up this incredible Nucor family. And so we are poised. And I think 2025 is going to be a better year than we saw last year. But in the years to come, Nucor is incredibly well positioned, and our best days are still in front of us.
Well, have you seen the burst of enthusiasm and optimism that I've seen, enough to be able to increase the GDP estimates from the Federal Reserve of Atlanta just this afternoon? Seeing that kind of burst of optimism.
Yeah, look, we're seeing it everywhere. Our customers, customers. I talked to 3 of our largest customers last week, and that sense of promise and confidence in the economy is fueling the resurgence of reshoring, increased order activity. Our backlogs are up, order activity is up, and I think you're going to see that continue into 2025.
Well, you tell a terrific story because you're a great company, and Leon is it's great to have you on the show. I really think that this is the level that you have to own Nucor. If you have any faith in the U.S. economy, which I certainly have, and I know you do. Leon Topalian is the Chair, President, and CEO of Nucor. Thank you, Leon, for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
Mad Money's back in for the break.
Coming up, how are tech companies navigating the AI race after yesterday's big declines? Cramer's one-on-one with Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff. Next. Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.